Hello and welcome to ASMR Facts. I am back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 50 facts about Texas. And part of the reason that I chose Texas for this video is because Texas is the state that I reside in. And so, Texas is a very interesting state. It's one of those states where there's just a huge diversity in weather, climate, terrain, you name it, right? In some parts of Texas, it's completely flat. In some parts of Texas, is hilly and mountainy. Some parts of Texas get snow every single year, such as the Panhandle. And some places in Texas hardly ever get snow, such as like South Texas or Southeast Texas. And so I think Texas is very unique in that aspect, just the diversity in weather and climate and terrain and geography in general. And so let's get started. Number one, Texas is the second largest U.S. state by both land area and population. So Alaska has is the largest state by land area, and California is the largest state by population. So yeah, Texas is second in both of those, in land area and population. Number two, Texas covers about 268,600 square miles. That is a lot of miles. It is a big state, huge state. Number three, the population is over 30 million people. A lot of people in Texas. Number four, Texas was once an independent nation called the Republic of Texas between 1836 and 1845. So for 9 years, Texas was its own nation. And it's funny, like you hear talks and stuff even today about how Texas should just become its own nation. And I don't know, that's highly, highly debatable. Texas does rely on the federal government for, many things. So it's like, I don't know. And that's a whole nother debate that a lot of people are having. But I personally don't see that happening anytime soon. I believe Texas is going to stay a part of the United States for the foreseeable future. Number five, Texas is nicknamed, quote, the Lone Star State. And if you look at the Texas flag, there is one huge star on it, the Lone Star State. Number six, the Lone Star symbolizes independence and self-reliance. Yeah, because at one point, Texas was its own state. Its own independent nation. Again, just look up the Texas flag. Texas flag is basically, you're going to see one huge star on the Texas flag. And it symbolizes that self-reliance and independence. Even though, Texas is right now a part of the United States. Number seven, Texas has 254 counties, the most of any U.S. state. I did not know that. Number eight, the state capital is Austin, Texas. Texas state capital. And Austin is a really cool city to visit. It's definitely worth visiting Austin. I've been to Austin countless times, and I've always enjoyed my experience there. It's a pretty hilly city as well. There's a lot of hills, especially just west of Austin. And some of those hills you can go up top and see a very, very beautiful view of the downtown skyline from high up, and it's just breathtaking. It's a really cool city. And of course, I mean, you have University of Texas there, um, state capital. A lot of food trucks there too. A lot of different types of food you can try there too from different food trucks. And Austin, um, relatively speaking, is pretty pedestrian and bike friendly, at least compared to other big cities. I mean, it's not perfect, but if you live in certain parts of Austin, you probably won't even need a car to get around, depending on where you live in Austin, though, of course, because there's certain parts you're still going to definitely need a car. But yeah. Number 9, Houston is the largest city in Texas. Houston, largest city in Texas. Houston is also another city that's worth visiting. Houston it's a huge city. I think Houston is the largest city in the United States by just land area, if I'm not mistaken. Don't hold me to that though, but I mean, Houston city limits is huge, right? And Houston, got all the sports teams. Houston also has one of the largest medical centers in the United States. I think it has the largest medical center in the United States. So the medical industry is huge in Houston, Texas. Number 10, Texas has more than 1,000 miles of coastline along the Gulf of Mexico. I think they renamed it, though, to the Gulf of America. Didn't they rename it? Let me see something. I'm looking on Google Maps. I want to see if they actually did, rename it to the Gulf of America. Let me see. Oh, yeah, see, they actually... I'm on Google Maps right now. They actually did rename it to the Gulf of America. It was called the Gulf of Mexico, but I don't know. It was a whole thing about that, and they ended up renaming it to the Gulf of America. So, yeah. But on this thing, it said Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, so it says... Oh, and number 11, the Rio Grande forms much of the border between Texas and Mexico. Number 12, Texas has 10 distinct climate regions, more than any other U.S. state. And see, that's what I was saying. Very diverse in terms of the climate. Number 13, Texas produces the most wind energy of any U.S. state. And that doesn't surprise me either. When you go out and drive out to rural Texas, you will see a lot of wind turbines, way out in the country, and it'd be a bunch of them too. So that doesn't surprise me as well. Texas has so much land, and so definitely not surprised that they produce the most wind energy of any U.S. state. And I think that wind energy is an energy source that should be looked into more. It's a lot cleaner than, other sources like oil and stuff like that. It's a lot cleaner. Wind and solar. Those are the cleaner energy sources that should be looked into. Number 14, if Texas were a country, it would have one of the top 10 largest economies in the world. Are you kidding me? I did not know that. One of the top 10 largest economies in the world. I didn't know the Texas economy was that vast, that huge. Wow. Number 15, Texas leads the United States in crude oil production. Let's see. Number 16, Texas is home to the largest cattle population in the United States. That's another fact I did not know. Didn't know. Number 17, the official state dish is chili. I didn't know it was chili though. Chili is really the official state dish? That's interesting. Number 18, Dr. Pepper was invented in Waco, Texas. So Dr. Pepper was invented in Texas in 1885 to be exact. Number 19, Texas. I was gonna say Dr. Pepper. You know, they've been around a long time. Let me not get ahead of myself. But number 19, Texas has its own power grid, ERCOT, largely separate from other states. And back in 2021, that power grid came under major scrutiny because of all the power outages that happened during the winter freeze of 2021. There were talks about how they should just get rid of they should not necessarily get rid of it, but like join the power grid that powers many of the other, surrounding states and stuff. But, Texas insists on having its own power grid, ERCOT. So they say they've made adjustments and improvements and stuff. So we'll have to see. We have another freeze. I hope that grid can hold up. Number 20, official Texas state flower is the bluebonnet. And every spring, you go out certain areas, you will see bluebonnets everywhere. And whenever those bluebonnets are out, you always see people like in the grass, like taking pictures like next to the bluebonnets and stuff. And I don't blame them. Like the bluebonnets look really cool. It's like you'll have the grass, but then you'll see like a whole like sea of blue mixed in with the grass as well from all the bluebonnets that are sprouting. Looks really cool, but it doesn't really last that long because eventually they change color after a while. Number 21, Texas has more farms and ranches than any other state. No surprise there. It's Texas, right? When people think of Texas, they think of farms and cows and stuff. They don't think of a big city anyway. At least people that aren't from Texas. At least from what I heard. Texas, that's farmland. 22, Texas is one of the few states that allows its flag to be flown at the same height as the U.S. flag. And I've seen that. Number 23, the Texas state capitol is taller than the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. Did not know that. I've been to the Texas state capitol. I actually have some really nice pictures of the Texas state capitol as well. But I never knew that it was actually taller than the U.S. Capitol building. Number 24, Texas has 2 time zones. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a little tiny portion of Texas that's in mountain time. But the rest of Texas is in central time. And I think it's, out west. I don't know. Well, yeah. Small portion of Texas is mountain time. Number 25, the King Ranch in Texas is larger than the state of Rhode Island. Did not know that. Number 26, Texas has more public golf courses than any other state. Number 27, Six Flags have flown over Texas, Spain, France, Mexico, Republic of Texas, the Confederate States, and the United States. Number 28. Texas has the most miles of roads and highways in the United States. Number 29. The state hosts the largest livestock show and rodeo in the world, and that is hosted in Houston. Houston Rodeo, that is a huge attraction. Many people come from all over the United States to go to the Houston rodeo, and it comes to Houston I think it starts usually at the end of February and it goes into most of March. And so, it's basically a huge a rodeo, and now they also have like carnival rides and stuff like that, like the Ferris wheel and different rides and stuff, and all kinds of different foods. It's pretty cool, actually. I've been a few times. It's pretty cool. Number 30. Texas is a major center for space exploration, and of course, Johnson Space Center is in Texas as well. Number 31. Texas has more than 600 species of birds, making it a top bird watching state. Didn't know that. And I hear bird watching is actually a very popular hobby. Well, more popular than I would have thought. It actually seems like a cool hobby too. I mean, there's so many different kinds of birds. It's interesting. Number 32. The official state sport is rodeo. Number 33. Texas has 3 of the top 10 most populous U.S. cities. I know Houston is one of them. If I'm not mistaken, 3 of them. San Antonio gotta be one too. And Dallas, or I don't know if they're counting like the DFW area, that gotta be another one. Those are only 3 cities I can think of. Number 34, the state is home to Big Bend National Park. Number 35, Texas has the largest military population of any state. And there are many, U.S. military bases in the United States, and in Texas. What am I saying? In Texas. Number 36, Texas is the only state to enter the U.S. by treaty. Didn't know that. Number 37, Texas law allows it to split up into 5 states with congressional approval. Number 38, the first frozen margarita machine was invented in Dallas, Texas. Number 39, Texas is the largest producer of cotton in the United States. One second. Yeah. So number 40, Texas has over 100 billionaires, one of the highest totals in the country. Number 41, the state mammal is a longhorn. And, they have the Texas Longhorns, that's their mascot, Longhorn, for University of Texas. Number 42, Texas has more bats than any other U.S. state. There's many bat colonies in Texas. Number 43, the largest bat colony in North America lives under Austin's Congress Avenue Bridge. And I passed by there. I didn't see the bats. They usually start flying around at certain times, but that's very interesting. Number 44, Texas has more state parks than almost any other state. A lot of state parks in Texas. Number 45, the state motto is friendship. Friendship. Number 46, Texas has the highest execution rate in the United States. Number 47, the Alamo is one of the most visited historic sites in the. And I've actually been to the Alamo myself. It's been some years since I've been to the Alamo, but I've been there. The Alamo, that's in San Antonio, Texas. Number 48, Texas is the birthplace of Beyonce, Willie Nelson, and Matthew McConaughey. Number 49, Texas barbecue styles vary by region. Number 50, Texans are legally allowed to carry swords in public with restrictions. See, I didn't know that. But anyway, there you have it. 50 facts about Texas. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you were relaxed, and I really hope that you stay tuned for more videos.